Hi everybody, Cindy Ellers here from Cindy's Stamping Studio. I'm on a little bit early, but that's how I roll. And I'll get myself set up on my Kindle, and we'll be waiting for a couple people to jump in. It's not that I can't do this all by myself, but it is a lot more fun when somebody joins you. And I gotta just find me. So, there's Sally. There, not talking to myself now. I'm just not seeing myself yet. And my mom is there. So that's great. And there's Linda. Thank you for joining me. I'm not finding me yet. There I am. Okay. There we are. And there's Tracy. Hi, welcome. So, my name is Cindy Ellers. I live in the central part of Wisconsin, and I just want to welcome everybody to Cindy's Stamping Studio. Today's date is Tuesday, November 15th, 2021, and this is video number 87. I thought that was really pretty cool to realize that I've done this 87 times. Some good, not so good, but I'm really getting better at them. My internet is way better than it used to be, and it's really getting to be a lot of fun. I love showing off your creations and mine, and that's what it's all about, having a good time. Hi, Sherry Martin. Thank you for joining me. Welcome. Be sure to share my post if you can. Leave me a comment. The comments are very important. If you share my post, make a comment that says that you shared it. That way I know, and it gets you into a separate drawing. I do a drawing for comments and a drawing for sharing. If you don't have time to watch the video now, you can catch it later. And I also do a replay of my Facebook Live on Thursdays, and that's at my blog. My blog's name is Cindy's Stamping Studio, the same as my Facebook page. And if you want to subscribe to my blog, that'd be wonderful. I would love it. I also have a YouTube channel, but that's just located under my name, Cindy Ellers. And let's see. What I have happening this week is I am just cutting cardstock, getting ready for kit class, which is coming up the 30th of September, which is our in-person kit class. This class is also available as a class to go. The cards are simple. If you're interested, pop me an email or a private message. I'd be happy to explain it. But what it boils down to is, out of 7 cards, and I'll show you them tonight, out of 7 cards, you pick your favorite. If you want to make 5 of them, 10 of them, or 15. They're basic cards. Everybody has a flower stamp or a happy birthday stamp. It really is pretty easy. And you'll see what I mean. I also have on the 30th of November our last Christmas card class, which is kind of sad. That class is also available as a class to go. So if you have some if you have some Christmas stamps like Merry Christmas, that fits right in. All you need is a basic stamp and some ink and adhesive, and you're set to go. I provide everything from the card bases, the layers, the white piece for inside, and the envelopes and embellishments. It's a great deal, and you can find all the details on my blog, Cindy's Stamping Studio. Go there and scroll down just a little bit, and you'll find them. But now that I'm thinking about it, I'm going to show you the kit cards tonight, so that we have them. But remember, get Oh, get those orders in. I don't always have time to sit here and cut cardstock. I do kind of have to do other things like be a grandma, wife, you know how it is. Hi, Ronnie Kaiser Smith. Thank you for joining us. Oh, I'm staying warm. We have a pellet stove in our living room, and it gets nice and toasty in there. I love it. So, and I'm thinking of starting it tonight. Well, thank you, Linda. I'm glad you enjoy the kits. It's been a pleasure creating these. And I've learned so much, even with my newest venture, which is offering a technique class online. And that has been successful, and I look forward to doing it again in December. So I'll be giving you more information about the December technique class when we get closer to December. Well, there's Bernie. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm so glad. I received a card today in the mail from Bernie, and it was just what I needed to see. It was a very pretty card, and I can't wait to share it with you. Let's see. Okay, I have a list here, because if I didn't have a list, you know darn well I would forget what I'm talking about. Just saying. We have some prizes to give away. So, let me see. Where's my piece of paper? I have it here. Ah, right here it is. For comments, we have some black stars sequins. They're self-adhesive, and they're going to go out to Karen Halterman from Iowa. So Karen, I need you to contact me and give me your address. You can send it in a private message. And she's not on yet tonight. The winner for sharing. Very important. You got really good odds when you share because there's more comments than sharing. But the winner for sharing is going to get some of these really pretty cherry cobbler sequins. So they would look really great on your Christmas cards. They're going to go to Julie Marson. And Julie watches me quite regularly. She's won a few times, but she comes to us from Ontario, Canada. So, Julie Marson, you won some sequins for sharing. And Karen Halterman, you won for comments. So congratulations. I'm so glad you all won. I'm so glad you all turning out. It really makes me happy. And I just want to take this time to thank everybody for your business, for your friendship. By helping me support my small business, and it's the best part-time job I've ever had. So, thank you. So, this past weekend, I hope everybody had a great weekend. This past weekend, I watched, it was a virtual online event from Stampin' Up, their online convention. It was really nice, and I'm really glad that I was able to watch it. And I'm also glad that it's on replay for the parts I missed, or for in case I wanted to go over and refresh my memory about what they were talking about. But I loved it. I could turn the volume up so I could hear what was being said. I've been to Stampin' Up conventions, and they're at big conference centers. And sometimes you can't always see everything, and sometimes you can't always hear everything. So it was great. So now I want to show you the cards you have to choose from for kit class coming up November 30th, or the cards you can choose for the class to go. So hold on, I'm going to switch my camera. Okay, you can see how dark it is outside. Okay. Whoop, my arrow fell down. I want to move this closer. I want to see how this works. There we go. I'll move it up just a little bit so I can get everything in there. Okay. There we go. My arrow fell off my phone, but that's okay. All right. These are our cards for the kit class and class to go. And, well, this will work. Oh, that looks nice. Boy, now since I've gotten better internet, boy, do we have nice picture. I bring it up on my laptop so I can see it, and I'm really happy with the results. First card we have is a very simple Merry Christmas. This is on thick white cardstock. You're such a blessing. Very, very simple. With a gold accent. That is the Scallop Contours die. Very pretty. The second card we have is Sending Hugs. This is using the Eden's Garden stamp set and the Ever Eden Designer Series paper. Hi, Courtney. Thanks for joining us. My heart is tied to yours. Tug if you need anything. That's a new stamp set, which I am demonstrating tonight. Eden's Garden will be in the January to July mini catalog that's coming up shortly. The third card is a birthday card, but it's a winter birthday card. And this is using the Best Year and the Snowman Season. Also uses these beautiful iridescent snowflakes, and there's enough leftover background paper that I punched out a couple of snowflakes. I thought that was really pretty. We have this Thinking of You card. This is a carryover from last month, yes, but it was so well received that we're bringing it back. Very simple. It is using Beauty of Friendship stamp set and Beauty of the Earth Designer Series paper. This paper is just beautiful. It's a sympathy card, Thinking of You, sheltering you with love at a time when words fall short, with heartfelt sympathy. Okay, I can put that one right here. Now we have a cute birthday card for that little grandchild in your life. I know who I could give this to because he's got a birthday coming up in December. Very simple and very cute. It uses the Inspired Birthday, but it also uses a different one. What is that one? Little Delights. I should have remembered that. Little Delights. And the Designer Series paper I used was the Penguin paper from Celebration. It is retired now, but this turned out so doggone cute. I couldn't resist making a birthday card out of it. To the coolest friend ever, happy birthday. I'm going to have to put grandson, I think. That's what I'll have to do. Oh, this one doesn't go in there. This is number 6. It is a Hello Friend using the beautiful Expressions in Ink Designer Series paper and the Biggest Wish, Beauty of Friendship, and artistically inked stamp sets. This is in Pale Papaya, but it turned out nice. It was very pretty. And like I said, if you don't own these stamp sets, it's not a big deal. You could just stamp Happy Birthday there. Or you could just say, if you have a hello stamp, you could stamp hello there. And the last was the card I demonstrated last week. It's Merry Everything. It is a Christmas card, but you could make it anything you want. This white thing be great for happy birthday, thinking of you, anything like that. So here's the cards for, and you might need a couple of special birthday Christmas cards. But here are the class to go or kit class. Whether you can join me in person or as a class to go. The snowflakes, Courtney, yes, they are gorgeous. They are beautiful. And yes, Linda, you'll have to place your order. Linda has purchased my class to go many times. And it's a great way to build your Christmas card, great way to build your card stash and have some fun in the process. That's why I think of it. I got to go and move this right there. Okay, this is the card I got in the mail today. I got it from my good friend, Bernie Seidel, and she wanted to send me her check when she placed her Stamp of the Month order. Bernie wasn't able to join us at Technique class, which is when I usually see her. So she sent me her order and in this beautiful card, which uses the Painted Poppy stamp set and designer series paper that was so popular a year ago. So yeah, thank you, Bernie. Hello, Arliss. Thanks for joining me. Again, this is our Stamp of the Month. You can get the stamp set and the 4-card kit for $24. I create the kits for you so that when you get your stamp set, all you have to do, you have everything you need to make 4 cards right away using your brand new stamp set. If you want to upgrade your order, you can get the Stitch Snowflake dies, which coordinates with the Merry Snowflakes. Get the whole set from Stamping Up, and I will give you the 4-card kit for free. So contact me if this is something you're interested in. I'm going to start working on these cards this week. I think I'll be pretty much caught up. Okay? Don't forget, right now is a great reason to join Stamping Up, be it a hobby demonstrator, a discount shopper, or make it the best part-time job you've ever had. It's only $75 to join. You'll receive $125 of product for your choice. This expires the 30th of November. The best thing is you can pick out anything you want for $75. Ink, cardstock, designer series paper, and there's no obligation. Join my team, get your products, and that's it. If you want to, you can. And it's a great deal because you get a discount. That discount pays for more than pays for your shipping and handling. Okay? All right. Now, one other thing I want to talk about, our seasonal sale. That's coming up tomorrow. Set your alarm clock. You can get 10% off all our cardstock. You can get 15% off all of our ink pads. 20% off all of the dies. Now, this is just from the annual catalog. But it's a great time to stock up on cardstock. You better believe I'll be stocking up on my cardstock. And the ink pads, it's a great deal. So if you would let me earn your business, I have a host code. Every month I do a drawing on orders, and you will receive a $15 stamp of your choice from me. If you win the drawing when you use my host code. But only use it if your order is under $150. Okay? All right. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask. And lastly, Eden's Garden. Like I said, this is a promotion that Stampin' Up! Is doing. You can get the stamp set, the designer series paper, and the dies and embellishments. They'll all be in the January to July mini catalog, but you can get them early. So that's pretty cool. And I got to see the mini catalog. It is, I think you'll like it. So if you have any questions on that, don't be afraid to ask. Before we start stamping, let me show you the cards. I have so much to show you. The cards we made at Technique class. Hi, Bonnie. Oh, I'm glad you like the designer series paper. Yes, that's great. This was our technique class. We just had it last Tuesday. The technique was white velvet cardstock and die cuts. It was a fun technique. We take our white velvet and we colored it using a spritzer and re-inkers, let it dry, and then cut it out. This was the first card. It was a very pretty Thanksgiving type card. Here was the second card. These were the two cards for the technique. And we had a really pretty fancy fold card using the Eden's Garden, or Ever Eden it's called, designer series paper and stamp set. And it is an accordion flap card. Oop, just ripped my paper. Wow, that wasn't nice. A flap, and then it opens up. So that was very pretty and a lot of fun. I really, like I said, these two cards, or three cards, are all available as an online class. So if you want to learn how to dye the white velvet cardstock and receive everything to make 3 cards, pop me an email or personal message. One last thing, show you the cards I made when I was following along with Stampin' Up! For the convention. This is a new stamp set that we'll be getting and new designer series paper. The stamp set is called In the Moment, and the paper is Heart and Home. I wasn't real crazy about the paper at first, but really it looks really nice next to a cinnamon cider base and Misty Moonlight layer. If you can see it, yeah, I think you can. I used the checks part of the dots and checks embossing folder, the half folder. So that was that card I made. I thought it turned out nice. This was the second card that I made while I was watching in the preview. And this one is called Blessings of Home. And it uses the Heart and Home Designer Series paper. I use Stampin' Up! Blends to color my flowers. And I use the Flowers of Home dies to cut out the flowers. And a little bit of Wink of Stella for some sparkle. This is the inside of the card. I thought it turned out rather nice. I'm real happy with this one. Okay, and then this was the third card that I made. I have to do something. I can't just sit there and stare at the computer screen, I guess, huh? This was the third card. I really like this. Again, it used the Blessings of Home stamp set on a green garden base and also using the Heart and Home Designer Series paper layer. and Flowers of Home dies that cut out these beautiful flowers, and I use blends for coloring. So that's the cards that I made while I watched convention. I really like them. I think they turned out nice. Okay, now we can go and do some stamping. Tonight's featured stamp set. Tonight's featured stamp set is Eden's Garden. And we're also using the matching dies, which I'm using the dies for something else too, so this is only partial of them. But this is a cool set. I love the font. Dear friend, how are you? We have My Heart is Tied to Yours. Tug if you need anything. And we have Hello There. And Sending Hugs, and Let's Celebrate Everything. So as you can see, this is a hello card, a good friend card. It can be a birthday card, Let's Celebrate Everything, and a thinking of you. I mean, it's just that great, in my opinion. Okay. I'll get my stamp sets out. We are going to go and make this beautiful card. But what we're going to do, because Cindy has, I have to make my own Christmas cards. So, we are not only going to use this beautiful stamp set, we're going to make it into a Christmas card. Okay? This card is going to be a 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. So this is how our card is going to, it's the long version. Okay. We're going to use a piece of the Ever Eden Designer Series paper. Just one of, it's just so pretty with the gold accents. This is 3 by 5 1/4. And that is going to go right on the front of our card. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I shouldn't glue it yet. I'm going to do something else first. It's going to go right on the front of our card. We're going to take our die. And do I have it here? Yes, I do. We're going to take our die and a piece of Evening Evergreen. And we're going to go and cut out a strip like this. And of course, I did this already. I think I did this already. Oh, there it is. I almost had a panic. Where did I put it? It's right here. I had cut out 2 of them. One for either side of my Designer Series paper. So I cut it out first, and then I cut it out second. That's a very pretty dies. You know, it's just going to make, I'm looking forward to using this set, not only for this particular Christmas card, but it's going to work pretty great for spring cards. So, okay, and so I just want to go and examine my die cuts, make sure all the little pieces are cut out. We usually don't have many to worry about. And right there. Yeah, very pretty. Okay, so what I'm going to do is put some glue and put some glue on that die cut, and I'm going to glue it right to the, there we go, right to the front of the Designer Series paper, just like so. Okay, now I'm going to take my other one and do the same thing. It really is a pretty set. I'm looking forward to working with this more. And like I said, this is an early release by Stampin' Up. And you're going to see that it'll make a beautiful, it's going to make a beautiful Christmas card. So, there. So there's our layer. I think that's pretty. So far, so good. Okay. We'll have to go back and watch replay. Okay. Okay, I'm glad you're here. Yes, it's very pretty. I don't have the camera as high up as I usually do because according to my laptop and my internet service, it's working pretty good. I hope it's working okay for you. We're going to put this right on the front of the card as a layer. We had a very busy week this week. This past weekend, our son Justin lined up a crew of 12 people, and they all showed up to help us cut wood, stack wood in our woodshed, and we cut down 3 trees that had died in our yard. Our yard is very wooded, old trees. So that was great. I was happy to see that. Yes. Now, isn't that just kind of a fun way to use those dies? So now we're going to take our picture of our flower, and we're going to stamp that with soft succulent. Now, one thing I learned with these distinctive dies, stamps, is that a light touch, you don't want to squish the stamp, just a light touch. Okay, we're going to go and stamp that right here. It's going to look like that. Okay, now you might think, oh, all right, but we're not done. One thing I learned this weekend is we're going to take some evening evergreen. Now, I've already cut it out, so we're going to use that one. Evening evergreen and Wink Stella, because I want to put some highlights on my flower, but I want to go and use my Wink Stella and lift some color off the edge, and you can see we now have Wink Stella and Evening Evergreen. So how cool is that? See, I was paying attention when the people were doing their on stage demonstrations. I thought, God, that's like a game changer. I can't wait to go and use this in other colors. Okay. And all I do is lift the color up from the edge. There we go. Yeah, it's kind of a, and then just paint some color. That one was a little bit dark, but that's okay. It dries lighter. It's a good way to not only get some Wink of Stella on this, but to also go and do it in a color. And for cleanup, all you gotta do is run it back and forth. Whoops, wrong cover. There. Okay, we'll let this dry. Now, I had some gold foil, so I went and cut out 2 leaves, and this is why we keep all our little pieces, because you just never know when you're going to need a little piece, right? And I want to put this right in my basket so I don't lose it. I'm going to cover this up. Ah, that was no problem, Courtney. It was something I learned on stage, so I'm happy to share that. That's for sure. Okay, we're going to go back to our flower, and we are going to grab some dimensions. And it's a great idea. I can't wait to try it in other colors. And you're not ruining your Wink of Stella. You can go and, squeeze the barrel a little bit so that you have it coming out. And then just lift it off of your ink pad. You're not getting sparkle in your ink pad either. You're just taking it off the side, which I like that idea. Just kind of lifting it off the side. Okay, that's good. All right, so that's going to go right there. Yep. Let's go and take the backing off. I like to use my Picket tool, and it just takes it off, except for that one. Takes it off lickety-split. Okay, let's go and put that right here, just like so. We are now going to move to our banner, which, here's another die. I'll show you that in just a second. From the Eden dies. It's right here. It's pretty nice. And we will always make sure you inspect your dies. Make sure that if you get a kit from me, I don't always have time to punch them out. Okay? Okay. Now, go back to the Evening Evergreen. And as I told you, this is going to be a Christmas card. And I want to stamp Merry Christmas right there. Right there. Oh, that turned out pretty. On my banner with Evening Evergreen. And put that there. And then take a little piece of tape and cut it in half because I don't need that big a piece. I am going to go and glue my gold foil right to the back, like so, and like so. I got to see my sweethearts this weekend when they were making wood. And of course, because it was not pretty cold, but it was kind of cold. I had to go and make hot chocolate for not only Andy and Easton, but also their two cousins. So, the kids, they went on that trip with us this summer, or we went with them, however you want to look at it. Well, they found out that Jim and I like to collect coffee cups from different states. So the first hot chocolate I made was from South Dakota, from Bear Country. And the second one was from Florida. And then Andy says, well, what am I going to be, Grandma? Well, you're going to be Hawaii. Well, then Easton is wondering, there can't possibly be any more states. And I said, oh, Easton, you're good to be Las Vegas. Oh, he thought that was just the coolest thing. And here's our banner. I'm going to put it on at a diagonal, which bothers me sometimes. That's how I am. And we have a cute, we have a cute card going on here. Now let's do the inside. Alrighty. We are going to get out our evening evergreen again. And if you're wondering where this stamp set is from, it's from the Poinsettia Petals. It has been a great stamp set. Let's hope this busy year comes together with Christmas cheer. That turned out nice. And yes, that is our decoration. A strip of designer series paper. Just like so. One thing I like about the Tombow glue is you have some wiggle room. And that works out pretty good to slide it right into right where you want it. Okay, put this back, and let's put some glue on the back of here. And we're going to put this right in the middle, inside. But anyway, because Andy was here, we made some cards. No, actually, she made cards. I just watched. She now has her cousin into making cards. So her and Nevaeh were in my stamping room, and I could hear Andy say, oh, this is how you do it. She was being the teacher, which I thought was so cotton-picking cute. We are going to add some evening evergreen in color gems to the front of our card to finish it. Oh, yeah. Oh, we should add one more. Because it is a Christmas card, we can get away with that, I think. There. So there you have it. There's our card using the Eden's Garden stamp set. We just made it into a Christmas card instead. I think that's pretty cool. Oh, Karen Halterman just joined us. Well, yay, Karen. Oh, let's see. Just a second. You won a door prize tonight. I am going to be... What am I sending you? Oh, I am sending you these black sequins for your comments. So now you know. Yes, all I need from you, Karen, is your address. So you can just send me a private message, and I will get them out in the mail tomorrow. So, anyway, Sorry about that. I get excited sometimes. Here's our card using the Eden's Garden stamp set and the matching Ever Eden Designer Series paper and the Eden dies. Paired it up with some Evening Evergreen in color jewels, gold foil. That's a pretty Christmas card. I like that. And I hope you do too. Thank you so much for joining me. If you didn't catch the whole show, be sure to go back and watch it on replay. Leave me a comment. Get in on that drawing. Have a great rest of the week. And I hope to see you here next Monday, unless something happens and I'm not able to. But I think I should be able to. I will see you next Monday. Have a great week and take care. Happy stamping.